We are so happy and so grateful to be here with you all on this fine and glorious day indeed. We are here. We are here. We are here. And we, in fact, are the Divine Council of Nine, a group of higher dimensional beings that have been observing humanity for thousands of years, even before humanity incarnated in physical form. We chose to be here just as all of you chose to be here at this time to support the collective, to support humanity in the remembering of who they are and why they're here and what they came here to do. We bring forward codes and activations through the frequency and vibration of the messages. While the words do have impact, they are here to keep your mind busy so that your human and ego can step aside while you receive the codes and activations through the frequency and vibration of the message. If you have heard many messages through us channeling through Daren, or have not, and this is your first one, either way, you will receive the codes and activations through the vibration and frequency of the message with where you're at on your journey thus far. So either way, dear ones, you will receive exactly what you need to receive, exactly when you need to receive it. And we will recommend you sit back, breathe, and receive the codes and activations through the vibration and frequency of the message. We are going to bring forward a message of hope. Hope to remind you that this, in fact, is all being divinely orchestrated and timed. And that there is nothing for you to fret or fear or worry. That it is all unfolding perfectly. Now, mind you that many of the experiences that your soul, your human, decided to choose to be a part of or in may be crumbling or, in fact, collapsing. And yet, it is your attachment to seeing it and knowing it in a specific kind of way. So, if it's your job that potentially is laying you off, it's your expectation of this is what I've known, this is what I know, this is what I do every day. My expectation is I go to work and I come home and I collect the check every week, and it is in this way that I experience life. And we encourage you to let go of the details, the expectations of how it's supposed to be, and to trust that if that is in fact happening, that it is happening for your highest and greatest good. Yes, we know it will in fact be uncomfortable, yet something new is on the horizon that is birthing out of what what you once what everything once was, to now new start, new beginnings happening for your evolution, for your leveling up, so to speak. And we know that, again, so many of you are attached or connected to a certain outcome or a certain lifestyle or a certain way of being or living. And the moment that you can let go of trying to understand, figure out, or say, this is how I've been living, this is all I know as to how I live. And we have a great example, dear ones, as interesting as it is, that this is, in fact, the message that we are bringing forward. And before Daren chose to get up and get himself ready to sit down and bring us forward, he happened to, for a moment, join a platform called TikTok, which is one of the many platforms that him and Luna have been working on as to sharing their gifts and their abilities and sharing their knowledge and wisdom, and through the experiences that they've experienced in their own life. And of course, bringing forward crystalline soul healing and light language activations for many different types of, shall we say, topics, so to speak. And as he was checking the videos that were posted yesterday, when you log onto the app, there is a brief moment where people that are live show up on your screen. And this gentleman was speaking of changes that are potentially occurring with this platform called TikTok, and the possibility of them, the owners, needing to sell the platform. And if that would be the case, how would things look and what would it be like once someone else takes over? And this gentleman was speaking of the fact that he just purchased a house and his sole income is coming from the platform TikTok, and how he potentially is worried as to what will happen and how things will look and change, and whether or not he will be receiving what he's been receiving with the current owners of the platform. And this deeply is worrying this individual as to the potential changes that might take effect in a certain time limit. And this is what we speak of, dear ones, as to the suffering that humanity has been putting themselves through, when in fact each and every one of you are abundant beings, powerful beings, the potential to have it all available to you any time you need, whatever you need. Yet there is so much attention being put on these material things, when in fact you have it all available to you anytime, anywhere, from anywhere. You are powerful beings, light beings in physical body, spiritual beings in a physical body, just temporarily going through this physical experience. And we bring forward a message of hope in regards to a lot of this is breaking down so that humanity frees themselves of the attachment to a specific kind of outcome or expectation of what they think it is supposed to be and supposed to be like. Yet, the moment you surrender and let go of what you once were to allow for the new to set in, you will see the miracles unfold. But it's the resistance that so many are holding on to as to how things are supposed to be. And yes, dear ones, that is ego based. That is not in your heart, that is in your head. So this gentleman was in his head trying to understand, figure out what he will do, how it's going to play out, what the outcome is going to be. And this, dear ones, is one thing of many that will fall away as we approach and go into 2025 and beyond. So we remind you to let go of any and all expectations of what you think and foresee happening. You will, in fact, feel lighter, more free of any expectations or holds, which are, in fact, holding you back from the miracles and magic that you as a spiritual being in a physical body can actually bring forward. It is the resistance, dear ones, and well, the attention on a certain outcome. So him purchasing a house and potentially the cards falling down, he feels is a recipe for disaster and is in fear and worry of what they will do, which is giving your power away to something external, which is what is being released from the collective as we speak. The expectations, the not trusting to trusting, all these situations, experiences, and interactions that are occurring are bringing humanity to step more into their power, be their authentic self, trust the process, trust the unknown as everything is unfolding perfectly. This is a large part of why the cards are falling, why these things are happening for humanity and by humanity, for the empowerment, for the trust, for stepping into your power, knowing that no matter what happens, no matter whether it sells to someone else and the platform just falls away, that you will in fact be perfectly okay either way, that no one has a hold on your freedom other than you, dear ones. So we hope that this analogy and this metaphor that we have used is better gives you a better understanding as to what is occurring, that so many, and we don't just mean this specific story, but this is happening on a grander, wider scale in many different aspects and ways to force humanity to basically and essentially step into their power, be their authentic self, bring their gifts and abilities forward. It is just as this gentleman, and we don't judge anyone or anything, but it's just like this gentleman not thinking he's worthy enough for it all. And it will create immense suffering for individuals when they think that it is all coming from one source and from an external company, business, figure, institution, individual. When you let go of those beliefs and those limiting beliefs, because, dear ones, at the end of the day, that is a limiting belief, which is putting you in a box and, in fact, blocking all the possibilities, the infinite possibilities that are available to each and every one of you, in fact. We encourage you to work on this, dear ones, as the cards are falling for so many in so many different ways, so many different aspects. Trust, dear ones, trust in yourself, trust in you. We love you, we love you, and we love you. And with that, for now, we feel complete, and so it is.